தோல்வி நிலையென நினைத்தால் மனிதன் வாழ்வை நினைக்கலாமா?
You're in the mix. You're in the mix with El Paso's hottest DJ.
Mixstation crew.
Mixstation crew.
You're in the mix with Mixstation crew.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Crunch and Sip. Need energy at school? Have a crunch and take a sip. Episode 2. I am Mr. Bunting. I would like to welcome today's guest, Celine. How are you?
Good.
Aisha, how are you today?
Good.
Lucretia?
Good.
And Magenta?
Sorry.
Great job. Now today's topic is based around, we watched a video on Behind the News called Dairy Diet. What was the video about?
Well, it was about kids and having their protein, calcium, and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, anyone else?
Yes. It was about how some kids weren't having enough dairy in their average daily diet.
Yeah, it's quite sad. Do you think you guys have enough dairy in your diet?
Yes.
No.
I do because I drink milk in the morning.
I drink it every morning and sometimes I have it afternoon. Whether it's milk or dairy, I like to have lots of dairy.
Unfortunately, as your teacher, I am really bad. I rarely have dairy for breakfast ever. It's quite sad, isn't it?
Yes.
That was a joke, guys. Okay, now we're watching a video and they had this program called, what was the program called on that video? Kickstart? Kickstart. What is Kickstart?
It's a program where you are able to have breakfast at school or just dairy.
Do you think it's a great program?
Yeah,
it's very good.
Why?
Because it gives more kids the dairy they need.
Yeah, it is. It's a great idea. Now, obviously they give away some free milk. Who do they give it to and why?
Our children, because it may have been expensive.
They gave it to the children in the older days.
Yeah.
Why was that?
Because probably their mums don't have any money and they just take them to school and people feel sorry for them and they just get milk and give it to them every single morning because
And what's iodine?
Iodine.
It's this thing that helps you after you have milk, you it helps your brain and yeah,
it is very good for your brain. I know when I drive up to the north coast all the time, I always stop at the Oak Factory at Hexham and always have a drink of milk. Now, I rarely drink milk, unless it's with my cereal and so forth, but I love some flavoured milk, that's for sure. How about you guys?
Yeah.
I prefer the normal milk because it's got less sugar in it.
Yeah, that's true, but the high sugar flavoured milk just tastes so good.
Yes, but that's because it's not healthy for you. That's why it tastes so good. Yes.
It just ruins the healthiness of that.
Yeah, true, but no harm in taking one per year every time I go to North Coast.
Then you'll turn fat.
Oh, maybe I need to go onto a dairy diet. Now, osteoporosis. What is osteoporosis? And why is calcium or milk good for that?
It helps your bones. Osteoporosis is a disease that
even if you accidentally got hit, they would just crumble to bits.
Do you know anyone that's got osteoporosis in your family or anyone you know?
No.
No.
Now, I actually know a few elderly people who have osteoporosis, including my mother too, and it's quite sad because my mother breaks a lot of her bones all the time because she does have it. And I know that a lot of elderly people actually, when they fall over and hurt themselves, it's very hard for them to recover through that.
I remember my grandma has it. She has to go to the hospital and get a new name and stuff because it always hurts her, and so now she has a different name.
Yeah, it's quite sad. Why can't some children have dairy though? Because when I think about it, everyone should have it, but then there's always cases where children are not allowed to have it. Why is that?
Some children can't have it because they're probably lactose intolerant.
Well, what is lactose intolerant?
It's something that, because of there's something in it, and the dairy has like that thing in it. I don't know what it is. It's something.
It's got a name, but you just don't know what it is.
Yes.
Do you think we should research that, I guess, before our podcast?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea because it does have something in it that does something to someone.
I think some people can't have it because of religious reasons as well.
Oh, religious reasons. Okay, what do you mean?
Probably like allergic to it or something.
Yeah, true.
That's lactose intolerant, Gestation.
I agree. Now, we were watching the video, and it said in that video that fruit has the same amount of protein as milk. Do you think that is true?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
And where's the evidence to show that?
It's research, people. Research.
We checked some research. Now, in what cases does fruit have the same amount of protein as milk? Which fruits are we talking about?
Like,
And there's also some vegetables as well.
Oh, really? Like what?
Spinach.
Spinach. So spinach has the same amount of protein as milk.
And sweet potato leaves.
Yeah, sweet potato. I love sweet potato, especially for my baked dinners. Now, we were watching this video, and we were sitting there, and they were drinking this stuff called rice milk. I actually thought it looked pretty disgusting, but what is rice milk?
I don't know.
It's a sort of milk.
And rice.
Yeah, because it's for the people who can't have
you can't
ordinary
have actual
milk.
Yeah. And would you ever taste it?
Yes, I would like to try it, actually.
I guess it's a little bit like the coconut waters these days. It's good for hydration, and when I first tasted it, it was pretty disgusting.
Yes,
No.
probably.
It will always taste disgusting to me.
Now, does spinach have calcium in it?
Yes.
Because we were watching this video and it said about spinach having calcium. Does it have the same amounts as milk?
Probably.
Probably.
It may have a bit more, though.
And is calcium good for you?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because it helps your bones get stronger, but not really weak.
So would calcium stop the disease osteoporosis, do you think?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And I guess to end this, we could. And by the way, Magenta is researching as we are asking these questions, so she's a smart cookie. And I guess to end this discussion here today, this podcast, do you like dairy? And if so, what is your favourite food with dairy in it?
My favourite food with dairy in it is cheese. I'm a very big
My
cheese.
favorite
I like
dairy.
cheese.
My favorite dairy product is probably cereal, like especially wheat bix with milk.
Yes,
Very
I
nice.
really like meat bix.
Mine is a cookie with the milk because I'm a cookie.
Well, I'm going to say my favourite dairy, I'm not sure if you can call it dairy, we call cheese with dairy in it, so I'd say cheesecake. I don't know if that counts, I'm sure it doesn't. But
That's a very unhealthy thing. You should never.
yeah, I agree, but I love cheesecake, and that's how I'm going to end today's podcast, is a thought of cheesecake. Thank you for joining us today, Celine, Aisha, and Lucretia and Magenta. I hope you had a wonderful time here at our Granville South Public School podcast, and I'll catch you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that's how we should do it. And
Can
then,
we do that again?
now we're going to listen to that all together on the computer, so it's all in one
Can
here.
we do that again? Wait, why?
Well, we're out of time. Hit stop. Just hit stop again.
Mine's.
And then,
Oh my
then
goodness.
turn it off.